As you know, this is what the technical college system of Georgia looks like at this point. Our adult education is booming. Technical education continues to boom at 135,000. Our Quick Start trainees, 73,000 students, or trainees, 73,000 trainees. We know that this time last year, we were around 50,000 trainees, so that tells you the growth that we have had in Quick Start. As we talk about the system, as we kind of talk about the state of the technical college system of Georgia today, I want to go back to just noting that every little thing that we will discuss, we may talk a lot about at the system office, but we know that you are actually doing on a daily basis, and so we appreciate all that you are doing. When we talk about adult education, did you see the governor's emotion on his face today when he was talking about reentry? Did y'all notice that? He's serious about it. And we know adult education changes individuals' lives. Assistant Commissioner Beverly Smith and her team, they've had an incredibly busy year. We know that GED graduates can now request transcripts and duplicate diplomas through an online process. We know that the GED Customer Service Center is the first state operation in the country to automate this process. And most excitingly, the GED pass rate for Georgians who take the free adult education class we offer is now 83%, which is a 10% increase over last year. Big increases in number comes with tough work or hard work or dedicated work. And so I want to thank each one of you in adult education for spending time in professional development, because we really believe that a lot of these numbers are due to increased professional development for instructors and staff. So thank you for your commitment to that. We also know that the Certified Literate Community Program secured over $2.9 million through fundraisers, grants, and annual giving campaigns, a 21% increase over 2014. And at our state board today, Mr. Chairman, Ben Copeland, who is our chairman for our Adult Education Committee, reminded us we have over 1,000 volunteers in Georgia working on adult education. So when you see them, thank them. Not one, but two of our adult education program administrators received national recognition this year. Karen Kirchler from West Georgia Tech. Karen, are you in the room by chance? Stand up so we can give you a big round of applause. Karen was named Program Administrator of the Year by Coalition for Adult Basic Education, and Tamika Phillips from Chattahoochee Technical College was the runner-up in this division. Is Tamika in the house today? Ron, do you mind taking our congratulations back to her, please? Thank you. Adult education in Georgia was also positively impacted by two legislative items. As we know, the Basic Skills Education Program Tax Credit passed in 2015 means that Georgia employers can now earn up to $100,000 for actively supporting employees who decide to seek their GED. And we know, last but certainly not least, the governor's budget recommendation for adult education, $1.2 million in addition. And we know that as a $16 million budget for adult education, that's 11% more than last year, and in fact, the largest in the last 7 years. So we've got a lot of work to do, but we have a lot of support in our work. Our post-secondary initiatives, our technical education initiatives, Assistant Commissioner Catherine Hornsby and the Technical Education Division have had a busy year as well, with a number of successful initiatives. The passage of the Move On When Ready legislation last year. We know that enrollment has increased. Our industrial maintenance that has been added to our Strategic Industry Workforce Development Program, our Georgia Film Academy classes that have begun, our 3 new college and career academies, and our joined registered apprenticeship consortium. We're really moving at a speed that should be expected of the technical college system of Georgia. You know, going back to the Strategic Industry Workforce Development Program, with the addition of industrial maintenance, we now have more than 200 majors equaling 20 to 25% of our total majors that are now eligible for this funding. And Bill, going back to your comment in regards to the HOPE grant, this provides specific funding for areas that we know need areas of instruction that have jobs waiting on them in the end. So Strategic Industry Workforce Development Grant, we like to share that message. Come to our colleges, we will provide your tuition for free, and you will go into a job that is waiting for you. When we look at our college and career academies this year, Georgia Piedmont Technical College is going to collaborate with the Morgan County School System. Albany Technical College will work with the Daugherty County School System in partnership with Terrell and Calhoun County Schools also. Atlanta Technical College is collaborating with the Atlanta Public School System, and that brings our total career academies to 37, serving 20,000 students. These college and career academy works, the Move On When Ready work, we feel that our work with our K through 12 partners is at a level that it has never been. We know that this is because of the work of the colleges, and we appreciate you, your high school coordinators, and everyone who is working with our K through 12 partners. As we all know, enrollment has been trending down across the system. We know that this is a good thing because that means the economy is vibrant, people are working. We know that they go back to school when the unemployment rate is high. So we know that we are in a good place with our unemployment being down, but so goes our enrollment as well. But I'm very proud of our graduation rate. When you look at our graduation rate and the fact that it trends upward, what this means is that you are making sure that our students are successful, whether it is with a technical certificate, whether it was a diploma, a degree, you are making sure that they are getting to the finish line and that they are a part of the 250,000 complete College Georgia graduates. We don't have 250. I think USG has 200,000 and we have 50,000. Is that correct? Or do they have 249,000 and we have 1,000? We know that we have a lot of work to do, but we know that these graduates are making it a lot easier on us, and we know that that is because of the work of you and your instructors. So thank you very much. We know that our technology initiatives are important. You know, Bill, when you talk about the kids walking in with their different devices, they may not be different from us, but they have different devices. They have different expectations too. And we want to make sure that the Technical College System of Georgia is meeting them where they are, and that's usually in their hands with their telephones. So we look to increase our Teams alert. Teams, we know, tracks the progress of our existing students. This system, developed in-house by our data planning and research team in collaboration with IT, focuses on student retention. And we know that since it has been implemented a year ago, we've seen a dramatic increase of the number of alerts being worked from 2,096 in the spring of 2015 to 6,600 so far this spring term. So when we receive those alerts, to work with them to make sure that we are taking care of our students when they have a need. We know that student need attention is half the battle. So we will seek to further refine this very targeted approach for retaining students so that we are optimizing every tool it can give us. A mobile app for Banner has been successfully deployed at three pilot colleges: Lanier Technical College, Albany Technical College, and Georgia Piedmont Technical College. We're excited about these, and we're looking forward to all of our colleges joining in by June to have all successful mobile apps for Banners. We know that no other system in the country has deployed this kind of comprehensive standardized mobile application, and so we are very excited about being number one in that field. We also transitioned from Angel to the Blackboard online learning system. This is an opportunity to say thank you. Thank you to our IT team. Thank you very much to our Georgia Virtual Technical Connection Division for managing this transition and by providing the professional development to faculty throughout the entire system. And thank you to everyone at the colleges for being there on a daily basis. This is the team when you get to the system office and you walk around at, I'm not going to say 6, but you walk around maybe 6:37. They're the ones that are already having staff meetings, working on the virtual technical connection. So we appreciate their hard work. We've seen it, and now we're beginning to see the fruits of the labor, and we are appreciative. We know that technical education also worked to provide leadership from the transition from and is continuing to provide leadership for the transition of Compass to AccuPlacer. This is going to be different for our students. Anytime our students have a big change, and this is a big change, going from one entry system to another, bringing our faculty and our staff up to date, bringing our students up to date so that they are able to be admitted in the most easiest process possible is very important. So thank you to all of you who have provided this leadership in this transition. We know that an assessment task force composed of presidents and vice presidents determined that AccuPlacer was the best placement assessment for the system and that Tech Ed worked closely for AccuPlacer. Can you read this? New and updated facilities, it's coming out. We've had lots of new and updated facilities recently opened for students. I'm not going to go through this, but what it states is that there is growth going on throughout, going out through the technical college system of Georgia. We've got some exciting growth coming up. Southeastern, North Georgia, Georgia Northwestern, Wiregrass, Georgia, Lanier Technical College. We're excited about that new campus. Lots of new and updated facilities, and we're appreciative of your facilities teams. Quick Start. When we look at Quick Start, we know that it is an incredibly important component of the technical college system of Georgia. The most exciting piece is that for the 6th year, we have been named the #1 economic development workforce training program in the nation. For the 6th year, the #1 workforce development, economic development training program in the nation. Jackie, to you and your team, congratulations. As I mentioned earlier, Quick Start has trained more than 73,000 workers at Georgia's companies last year. 2016 marks the beginning of the 8th year of Georgia Quick Start's operation at the Kia Georgia Training Center. You probably saw, and the governor mentioned earlier, that the 2 millionth vehicle came off the line at Kia Motors Manufacturers of Georgia just this past month. The 2 millionth vehicle. We know that pretty much every employee that is on that line has been trained through Georgia Quick Start. We are appreciative of Georgia Quick Start for making this happen. Also, on this slide, Baxalta. We've had its opening this year. It's training, a $1 billion manufacturing operation that is opening, and it includes within this facility flexible training capacity for future biomanufacturing operations. Training material that is developed for Baxalta is being delivered through a unique database and user interface developed by Quick Start that allows trainees easy, ongoing digital access to dozens of interactive modules. I will tell you, when I walk around the floors of Georgia Quick Start, they're working on different projects throughout the state, but well, I wouldn't say 2. I'd say more like 4 or 5, and Pam and Jackie, y'all can correct me later. How about this? At least 4/5 of the computers are still working on Baxalta, right? So our creative services are still at work daily on Baxalta, and that is the commitment that we provide to companies when they are coming in and they are growing and they are expanding. And yet at the same time, we have another training center on the horizon. Danny, on the coast, we have our new Advanced Manufacturing Training Center that will be opening. We are now working on that. We are in the design phases, and we want to make sure that we are able to provide Quick Start training to growing employers like Gulfstream and new ones that will come into the coastal area in advanced manufacturing. You know, when you think about these facilities, whether it's the Advanced Manufacturing Training Program, or Advanced Manufacturing Training Center, whether you think about the new buildings that will come online this year, we know that our facilities, that we consistently need upgrading and we need new facilities. So we are very appreciative that within the budget we have received $15 million for MR&R this year, and as well that we had almost $65 million funded in capital outlay funding last year. This year we received almost double that amount with $128.8 million. So for the governor and the legislature to provide our team with $128.8 million in capital outlay, what I would say is we all owe a big hand of applause to Travis Johnson and to Sarah Honeywell within our facilities team, as well as every team member within the facilities team at the Technical College System of Georgia and all of the facility teams members within the colleges. What I have learned this year, and y'all have all known before I've got here, is that MR&R is a big deal. When you're talking about $65 million or $128 million a year, you better spend it correctly. You better spend it correctly, you better spend it efficiently, and you better spend it in time. And each one of you has made sure that we have been able to do that so that when the governor looks to the next year as to how much should I provide within funding, are they doing it correctly is a very big question. So I want to thank you for the work that has been done within the system for years before the time that I came, but also during this time. Travis, thank you, Sarah, and your entire team. We appreciate you. Economic development. This time last year, I said to the presidents, economic development, I really want to see rise in numbers at the colleges. And when you look at this graph, you've done it. So from 3,172 companies receiving customized training last year to this year of 3,682 companies receiving training, to our presidents, to our VPs of economic development, to everyone who's doing the training within the colleges, thank you very much. I am always the first person to say, I have asked that of someone, and I want to make sure that I acknowledge you stepped up to the plate, and not only did you step up to the plate, but you did even better than I asked and I expected. So thank you very much for the work in contract economic development. I'm very, very proud of you this year. Our TCSG Foundation. Your foundations at the colleges, you do all the work. Our Technical College System of Georgia, our state foundation, we just want to be here for the opportunities when we have a joint opportunity for all of our colleges. And we want to be the best foundation that we can be for all of your colleges when those opportunities provide themselves or avail themselves to us. And so we're excited to say that within our foundation, it was a young foundation. We had great individuals who came to the table and started the work of the foundation. They have now gotten it to a place where they want to turn it over to industry leaders who receive our students. So our new leadership this year, we will have a new chairman in Mr. John Pemberton. He serves as the executive VP at Georgia Power Company. You know Lauren Pugh, who has been our interim director, is now our new executive director, and she has a fully staffed stewardship team, and so we're very proud of that. New partnerships with state and national stakeholders such as Gates and Kresge, and we know that we will have our first planned family giving campaign since 2014, and so we appreciate you taking a part of that. New presidents. As we mentioned, South Georgia Technical College with Dr. John Watford. Also at Southeastern Technical College, Larry Calhoun. If y'all don't mind, go ahead and stand up. President Calhoun, where are you so we can congratulate you? Dr. Andrea Daniel. Andrea, where are you? Congratulations. Andrea taking on the presidency at Athens Technical College, and of course, Dr. John Watford with South Georgia Technical College. Let us give you one more hand. 3 new presidents joining our great presidential group at the Technical College System of Georgia. Thank you for taking on this great opportunity and this great challenge. You all follow wonderful presidents and have the opportunity to take these colleges to new levels. And we're excited about your energy, we're excited about your enthusiasm, and most importantly, appreciate your continued commitment to our colleges and our students. We're very proud of you. While saying congratulations to new presidents, an even bigger or as big of a thank you should go to some incredible individuals who have really made sure that our colleges did well this year during times of transition. And so a large thank you to those who led our colleges in the interim. Dr. Gil Thaxton at Athens Technical College. Dr. Thaxton, thank you for your leadership. Thank you for taking time away from North Georgia Technical College, and thank you for going back to North Georgia Technical College. We're very proud of you. Where are you, Dr. Thaxton? And Mark Ivester at North Georgia Technical College, who served during Dr. Thaxton's absence. Mark, where are you in the room? Thank you. So I have found that Dr. Thaxton, you better watch out for Dr. Thaxton, because now she has herself. She's got Mark running in the direction that she was running. She has Andrea running in the direction that she's running. And that North Georgia area is already hitting it hard. And I've noticed that enrollment is on the rise at North Georgia Technical College, and I expect it to be the same at Athens Technical College. Thank you. And Miss Janice Davis at South Georgia Technical College. Janice, you have held, please stand up so we can give you a round of applause. Janice basically served as a year as interim president and has done an incredible job. We appreciate you, but she did call me and say, you're going to have to do something. I'm out in 5 days. John, I'm joking. That was not why I chose you. I'm joking. We appreciate your support. Thank you very much for Janice. And I think you've heard me say it over and over again to the entire leadership team of South Georgia Technical College. Thank you. You know, we show ourselves in times of diversity, and at a really trying time, y'all were all there together for one another and for your leader, and you never lost focus. And we're really proud of you. And so we know we have strong teams of leadership at all of our colleges, and you were on great display and representation of all of those. Thank you for this year. Thank you very much. At our system office, we've had some great additions. Penny Haberly, as you know, was named Assistant Commissioner for Finance and Administration. Travis Johnson, Assistant Commissioner for External Affairs and Facilities. And Dr. Scott Rule in Data Planning and Research. Dr. Scott Rule, coming to us from Chattahoochee Technical College. President Newcomb, thank you very much for sharing him with us. These 3 individuals have been incredible additions to our team, and we're excited to see all that they are doing within our system. So if you haven't spent time with these individuals in their new roles, please seek them out. Also, Derek Debrariak. Derek, where are you? Derek, we are so proud of you. He joined us last fall as Executive Director for Student Affairs in the Technical Education Division, and this guy has just been life-changing to all of us in the system office and life-changing to our students. You've done a great job, and we're proud that you're with you. And as well, Courtney Ware came to us earlier this year as our new Director of Human Resources. Courtney, where are you in the room? Courtney, stand up so everybody can see you. Courtney's been a great addition, and I can tell you how wonderful. The Department of Administrative Services brought everyone in for awards, and I think the Technical College System of Georgia, at least with all of the colleges in the room, we were the big award winners for all of our HR policies. So thank you very much for the work that you are doing. You're doing a great job with us, and we are appreciative of that. So if ever there's a time to celebrate, and my kids would say, this is where you drop the mic, Mom. This is where we drop the mic. It was in our legislative outcomes this year. Last year, This time last year, I was standing here with a really excited face, but y'all all were saying, she needs to know that there's a lot more work. She doesn't know what she's talking about. Dr. Ivan Allen, where are you? I think there he is in the back. This time last year, he said, Gretchen, you know what that 2.2 MR&R means. It means you better get more next year, right? And so we had a very different budget than we stand with at this time. And so this is really the big success of the year. You know, there are going to be different successes throughout the years. There will be time that we may not be able to be celebratory from this effort, but we need to celebrate all of the work that all of you have done to receive these positive outcomes this year. Our legislative outcomes, adult education budget up 11%, our capital outlay budget up almost 200% from last year, our operations budget up 5.5%, and Travis, thank you very much for the passage of carry forward legislation so that our colleges can continue carrying forward our colleges and our universities within the university system of Georgia. We appreciate your work, and we appreciate the team work of the university system of Georgia on that piece. But I think, and you will continue to hear me say, that we know that we are funded based on enrollment. And so this budget could look very different. This budget, if we were looking at our enrollment, could be less than 16, we would have had a $16 million cut within our operations. The governor said, we don't want to cut the operations. We want to make sure that we're going forward. We're going to hold you harmless again. But we all know that this is multiple years of being held harmless. And so the one way that we can make sure that we don't have to have those discussions is to continuously grow our enrollment. To our presidents, to everyone in the colleges, I know that y'all are having conversations within the colleges. We are having conversations at the system office. We know that we are all in the same boat trying to increase our enrollment. I want to thank you for that. And if I can ask you to keep your eye on anything, it's on enrollment. This year, ask yourself, what I am about to do, will it enhance enrollment? Am I recruiting? We are all recruiters. We are all individuals who want to retain our students. Enrollment. What I will do today, will it affect enrollment, or how do I make sure that it does affect enrollment positively? That's what we want to make sure that we're looking at when we are going forward. We can do this by looking at our Move On When Ready and bring in all of our high school students so that they grow into technical education students. We can do this by working with our adult education students to make sure that after adult education, after they receive their GED, maybe even at the same time, that they are receiving technical education. That we look at our economic development efforts, and not only do we do contract training, not only do we do quick start services, but we try to figure out how can we make those economic development services transition into credit hours so that there is enrollment attached to it. How do we work with our military services to make sure that our enrollment goes up? So as you can see, or here on a daily basis, I'm asking myself, Gretchen, what are you doing for enrollment? How are you encouraging the team for enrollment? So any ideas that you have, any opportunities that you have, take them, grab them, and make sure that we're taking advantage of every single one of them. We know that we have the best team in state government, and we have the best opportunity in state government. I thought a little bit about bringing my husband with me today because he's the one that really can get me cheered up. When I'm like, oh my goodness, we have this item, we have this issue, we have this opportunity, he says, Gretchen, you get to change lives on a daily basis. The Technical College System of Georgia, your colleges change lives on a daily basis. We know this, we're one another, we have this opportunity together. But when you really sit down with someone who's watching us from the outside, like a spouse, like a cheerleader, and they say to you, you're changing lives, then you know we're doing the right thing. To Dawn with Ogeechee Technical College, to President Carty, thank you for the shirt that you have given my husband. He wears it around Rome very proudly. Pete, he has said he's stopping in the Georgia Northwestern Technical College bookstore to make sure he picks up a shirt so that he can wear it on behalf of the college there. I've never seen a more excited person, and it's because he's new to technical education and he sees how it changes people's lives. And so if we have the opportunity to change a person's life, whether it's to be there for the technical education that they know that they have wanted, that they are ready to receive, or it's the technical education that they would have never guessed that it was there for them for, that's what we're going to do. We're going to be there for them to offer that technical education and to move them into the career of a lifetime so that they're the next individual that gets to choose on a daily basis whether they are working at Gulfstream as a contract operator or whether they are sitting on the beach because they're so wealthy because of their technical educations at St. Simon's. That's the next generation of our technical education students. I'm proud of you, thrilled to have the honor to work with you in this great work that we do, and I look forward to being with you for the rest of this session. Thank you to each and every one of you.